She cared for her dying husband, but one forbidden desire was enough to change everything. The story follows Elsa, a woman trapped in a quite suffocating life. She lives in a modest apartment with her husband, who is seriously ill and completely dependent on her. Every day feels the same, routine, heavy, and emotionally draining. Elsa isn't just a wife anymore. She is a caregiver, slowly losing herself in the process. One day, everything shifts. As Elsa walks down from her apartment, she notices Michel, a much younger man who lives downstairs. There is something about him, carefree, energetic, and everything her life is not, that a brief moment plants a seed in her mind. Later, after attending a music concert, a rare escape from her reality, she returns home and sees Michael welcoming another girl into his apartment. That sight triggers something deeper in her, jealousy, curiosity, and a longing she can't ignore. Meanwhile, her husband's condition worsens, and in a moment of urgency, she rushes him to the hospital. But instead of relief, this crisis pushes her towards a emotional breaking point. When she returns, she doesn't go home. She goes to Michael's apartment. What began as a simple conversation quickly turns intimate. They talk, connect, and for the first time in a long time, Elsa feels seen, not as a caregiver, but as a woman. That emotional connection soon turns physical, and they share a night together that changes everything. From that point, Elsa crosses a line she never returned from. Driven by desperation and desires for a new life, she makes a shocking decision. She kills her husband by injecting him something and ending his suffering, but also freeing herself. Soon after, Elsa moves into Michael's apartment. They begin living together, and for a while, it feels like a fresh start she dreamed of passion, freedom, and a new identity. But reality doesn't take a long that crack the illusion. At a party, Elsa sees him getting physical involved with another girl. That same freedom that attached her to him now become her insecurity. That fantasy begins to fall apart. That isn't her and he never truly was. And moving into the next story, which is set in France in 1945. The story follows Louis, a boy who just turned 15. To mark what he believes is a step into adulthood, his uncle takes him to the place meant for adults. When they arrive, Louis feels out of place and uncertain. The environment is unfamiliar and he does not fully understand how to respond, while his uncle appears comfortable and confident. Louis remains quiet and hesitant. During the visit, Louis meets a young woman who notices his discomfort. Instead of pressuring him, she treats him kindly and with patience. They spend time talking and a calm and a respectful connection which develops a bond between them. Louis is not ready for anything beyond that and is eventually leaves there. Later, his uncle brings him back, this time expecting a different outcome. When Louis still seems unsure, his uncle becomes frustrated, leading to a sense of a moment. The young woman steps in and helps to ease the solution. That night, Louis experienced a moment of quiet companionship and understanding rather than pressure. This leave a stronger impression on him than his uncle's expectation. By the end, Louis lives with a more thoughtful view of adulthood, realizing it is not something that can be rushed or defined by others. Meanwhile, the young woman returns to her routine, continuing her work. This film explores a young person's first exposure to the adult life, focusing on confusion, expectation, and importance of empathy and respect in a difficult situation. In this video, two different stories and two different lives, but the same quiet truth. One boy is pushed too early into the world he hasn't ready for, and the other woman is trapped in a life that has already taken too much of her. Louis walks away for the moment he couldn't understand, while Elsa walks towards something she doesn't need but deeply feels. Both stories, it's not desire that defines them, it's loneliness. A boy finds kindness where he expected pressure, and a woman finds connection where she felt invisible. But here the reality, some people enter our life not to stay, but to show us what we have been missing. And because one night, one person, and one moment is enough to remind you what it means to feel human again. And what are your thoughts about these two films? And if you do like our videos, please do support us. And thanks for watching the video.